Let me tell you about William, a 67-year-old retired engineer from Arizona. For 40 years, William designed solutions to complex problems: bridges, water systems, entire city infrastructures. He was always the guy who could fix anything. But last spring, something changed that he couldn't engineer his way out of. 1M. Morning, William stood up from his favorite recliner after watching the news and felt his legs buckle beneath him. Not a fall, just a momentary weakness that made him grab the armrest. It was like, "My legs forgot how to work," he told me later. His doctor ran tests. Everything came back normal. No diabetes, no heart issues, no neurological problems. The answer: William had been sitting in a rage of 11 hours a day. Here's what shocked him most. According to research from the American Heart Association, adults over 60 who sit for prolonged periods may experience muscle loss up to 3 times faster than those who take regular movement breaks. William wasn't sick. His body was simply adapting to stillness. Have you ever stood up after sitting for a while and felt stiff, weak, or unsteady? Have you noticed your walking has slowed down, or that your balance isn't quite what it used to be? You might be experiencing the hidden effects of prolonged sitting, and you're not alone. Welcome to Senior Health Facts, your trusted home for science-based health guidance designed specifically for adults over 60. I'm here to help you understand what's really happening in your body and what you can do about it. Starting today, if living stronger, more mobile, and more independent every single day matters to you, hit that subscribe button right now. Let's protect your health together. So why does sitting affect older adults more severely than younger people? The answer lies in how our bodies change after 60. When we're younger, our muscles rebuild quickly. We can sit for hours, then get up and move without much consequence. But after age 60, several biological shifts happen simultaneously. First, muscle protein synthesis slows down. This is the process your body uses to repair and rebuild muscle tissue. According to research published by the National Institute on Aging, adults over 60 lose muscle mass at a rate of 3% to 8% per decade, and this accelerates with inactivity. When you sit for long periods, your muscles receive a signal: "We're not needed right now." Over time, they begin to shrink. Second, joint fluid circulation decreases. Your joints, hips, knees, ankles, spine rely on movement to stay lubricated. Think of it like this. Imagine a car that sits in a garage for months without being driven. The oil settles, the parts stiffen, the engine doesn't turn over as smoothly. Your joints work the same way. Movement keeps them fluid and flexible. Third, blood flow becomes less efficient. When you sit, gravity pulls blood down into your legs. Your heart has to work harder to pump it back up. For seniors, this can lead to swelling, numbness, and that heavy, tired feeling in the legs. Harvard Health reports that reduced circulation also affects the brain, leading to mental fog, fatigue, and lower energy levels even after resting. Fourth, posture begins to mirror the seated position. Your body is incredibly adaptive. If you spend most of your day sitting with rounded shoulders and a curved spine, your muscles and connective tissues slowly reshape themselves to support that posture. Over weeks and months, standing tall becomes harder. Your default posture changes. Finally, balance relies on active muscles. Balance isn't just about your inner ear. It's about leg strength, hip flexibility, and core stability. When those systems weaken from underuse, your risk of falls increases significantly. Now, Here's the part many seniors don't realize. These changes aren't permanent, they're reversible. Your body responds to what you do most often. If you sit most of the day, your body adapts to sitting, but if you add small, consistent movement breaks, your body adapts to movement. A 2023 study from the Mayo Clinic found that seniors who interrupted long sitting periods with just 2 minutes of light activity every 30 minutes showed measurable improvements in muscle strength, circulation, and balance within 4 weeks. That's why this matters. You're not broken, yo. You're not just getting old. Your body is simply responding to the signals you're giving it. And starting today, you can give it better signals. Now let's talk about the specific habits that increase the harmful effects of prolonged sitting. These are patterns I see every day among seniors, and the good news is they're all fixable. The first thing to avoid is sitting for more than 45 to 60 minutes without standing. When you sit continuously for more than an hour, several things happen. Blood pools in your legs. Your hip flexors tighten. Your glutes and corpuscles turn off. Your metabolism slows. According to research from the Cleveland Clinic, sitting for 60 minutes straight has a more negative impact on circulation and muscle activity than sitting for the separate 30-minute periods. With a brief standing break in between, let me share a real example. Linda, a 71-year-old from Ohio, used to sit through entire morning in TV programs, sometimes 2 or 3 hours straight. She noticed her legs felt stiff and heavy when she finally stood up. After her doctor suggested the 20-20 rule, stand for 20 seconds read 20 to 30 minutes, she started setting a small kitchen timer. Within 3 weeks, the stiffness was gone. I didn't realize how much my body needed those tiny breaks, she said. The second thing to avoid is using chairs that sink too low or offer no back support. Soft couches, deep recliners, and chairs without firm support encourage your spine to curve forward. Over time, this rounded posture becomes your body's default position. Even when standing, the harmful component is this. Poor chair ergonomics place constant pressure on your lower back discs and cause your shoulder muscle to stretch and weaken. This leads to chronic neck pain, upper back tension, and difficulty standing upright. Here's another real example. James, a 69-year-old retired accountant, spent most of his day in a deep leather recliner. He started noticing shoulder pain and a forward head position. His physical therapist recommended switching to a firm dining chair with lumbar support for his TV time. Within 6 weeks, his posture improved noticeably and the shoulder pain decreased by 70%. The third thing to avoid is twisting your torso suddenly while seated. Many seniors injure their backs not from heavy lifting, but from quick twisting motions while sitting, reaching for the remote, turning to talk to someone, grabbing something off a side table. Why it's harmful is this. When you're seated, your lower back is already in a compressed position. Adding a twisting motion creates shearing force on your spinal discs. The Journal of Aging and Physical Activity notes that seniors have less spinal flexibility and are more vulnerable to disc strain from rotational movements. What to do instead? Turn your entire body, hips, shoulders, and head together rather than twisting from the waist. If you need to reach for something, stand up first. The fourth thing to avoid is sitting immediately after large meals. After eating a heavier meal, blood flow is directed toward your digestive system. If you sit or lie down right away, digestion slows and you may experience bloating, discomfort, or heartburn for seniors. This can also contribute to blood sugar spikes and increased drowsiness. Let me share Carol's story. Carol, 68, used to eat lunch and immediately settle into her recliner for an afternoon rest. She often felt sluggish and uncomfortable. Her doctor suggested a simple change. Take a slow, gentle walk, even just around the house, for 5 to 10 minutes after meals, she noticed less as bloating, better energy in the afternoon, and improved digestion overall. The fifth thing to avoid is sitting with your legs crossed for extended periods. Crossing your legs might feel comfortable, but it restricts blood flow, particularly in the lower leg and foot. For seniors, this can worsen swelling, numbness, and circulation problems. The harmful effect is this, according to Harvard Health, sitting with crossed legs can also contribute to nerve compression in the leg, a condition sometimes called crossing leg palsy, leading to tingling or temporary weakness. A practice, keep both feet flat on the floor or use a small footrest if your feet don't reach comfortably. The sixth thing to avoid is what I call marathon sitting days. These are days when you sit for most of your waking hours. Binge watching a TV series, long reading sessions, extended phone or computer use, or long car trips without breaks. Why it matters. The American College of Sports Medicine found that even one full day of prolonged sitting can temporarily reduce insulin sensitivity and increase blood pressure in older adults. The effects compound over time. Here's Paul's experience. Paul, a 70-year-old from Pennsylvania, loved his weekend movie marathons, sometimes 6 to 7 hours of sitting. He started noticing his legs felt weak and his back ached. After these sessions, he began pausing movies every 45 minutes to stand and stretch for just 1 minute. It sounds too simple to matter, he said, but I feel so much better now. The seventh thing to avoid is ignoring early warning signs from your body. Your body communicates in whispers before it shouts. Stiffness when standing, difficulty bending over, a slight loss of balance, numbness in your feet, aching hips or lower back. These aren't just part of aging, they're signals that your body needs more movement. What often happens? Many seniors ignore these signs until they experience a fall, a serious injury, or a significant loss of mobility. At that point, recovery takes much longer. Better approach, respond to the whispers. If you feel stiff after sitting, stand up and move gently. If your legs feel heavy, take a short walk. Small adjustments today prevent bigger problems tomorrow. Have you been doing any of these regularly? If so, you're not alone and you're not at fault. These are common patterns, but now that you know, you can choose differently. Comment guilty below if any of these sound familiar. Let's support each other in making healthier choices. Now let's talk about what works. These are simple, senior-friendly habits that don't require exercise routines, gym memberships, or intense physical effort. They're designed to fit naturally into your daily life, and they work. The first solution is what I call the 20-20 sit-break habit. What it is, every 20 to 30 minutes, stand up for just 20 seconds. Why it works? Standing activates your leg muscles, improves circulation, and prevents your hip flexors from tightening. You don't need to walk anywhere or do anything strenuous. Standing sends a powerful signal to your body that says, stay awake, stay active. The science behind this is compelling. A 2024 study in the Journal of Applied Physiology found That's standing for just 20 to 40 seconds every 30 minutes reduced muscle stiffness by 35% and improved blood flow to the lower extremities in adults over 65. How to app. Liat. Set a gentle alarm on your phone or watch. Stand during TV commercial breaks. Stand after finishing a chapter in your book. Stand every time you finish a glass of water. Here's a real exam. Play. After William, the retired engineer I mentioned earlier, learned about prolonged sitting, he started using the 20-20 rule. He set a quiet timer on his watch. Every 30 minutes, it buzzed gently, and he stood up for 20 to 30 seconds. At first, I thought it was silly, he admitted. But within 2 weeks, that leg weakness I felt in the mornings disappeared completely. Now, it's automatic. I don't even think about it. The second solution is to choose chairs that support healthy posture. What to look for? A firm, flat seat, not too soft or deep. A straight crest that supports your lower back. Armrests at a comfortable height. Your feet should rest flat on the floor or on a small footrest. Why it matters? Proper chair support keeps your spine in a neutral position, reducing strain on your back, neck, and shoulders. How to apply it? If your favorite chair doesn't offer good support, add a small lumbar cushion or rolled towel. Hinge your lower back. Consider using a dining chair or firm armchair for activities like reading or phone calls. A safety note: if you have existing back pain or spinal conditions, consult with a physical therapist about the best seating options for your specific needs. The third solution is to keep frequently used items within easy reach. What it is? Arrange your living space so essentials: water bottle, phone, glasses, remote control, medications, notebook are placed strategically around your home. Why it works? This reduces the need for awkward reaching or twisting while seated. It also encourages you to stand and move to different areas rather than staying in one spot for hours. How to apply it? Place a small table or tray next to your favorite chair. Keep a W. Add a bottle in multiple rooms. Store your phone in a spot that requires standing to reach it. The fourth solution involves gentle movements while sitting. Even while seated, you can keep your muscles and circulation active with simple movements. Try ankle circles. Rotate your ankles slowly in both directions, 10 circles each way. This improves circulation in your lower legs and reduces swelling. Do leg extensions. Straighten one leg at a time and hold for 5 seconds. This engages your quadriceps and keeps your knee joints mobile. Practice foot pumps. Flex your feet up and down like you're pressing a gas pedal. This activates your calf muscles and promotes blood flow back to your heart. Try gentle knee lifts. Lift one knee slightly off the chair. Hold for 3 to 5 seconds, then lower. Alternate legs. The science. According to the National Institute on Aging, these seated movements can reduce the risk of deep vein thrombosis, that's blood clots, and maintain joint flexibility, especially important for seniors with limited mobility. How often? Try doing these movements every 15 to 20 minutes during long sitting periods. The fifth solution is to stand during TV time. What it is? Instead of sitting through an entire program, stand up during one commercial break or every 10 to 12 minutes of viewing time. Why it works? Television is one of the biggest contributors to prolonged sitting among seniors. A study from Harvard T.H. Chan School of Public Health found that seniors who interrupted TV time with standing breaks had 25% better mobility scores than those who sat continuously. How to apply it? Start small, just stand for 30 seconds during one commercial break. Gradually build up to S. Standing during 2 or 3 breaks per hour. You can even do gentle stretches or walk in place while standing. Here's Dorothy's story. Dorothy, a 70-year-old from Texas, used to watch 3 hours of evening news and shows without moving. After her daughter suggested standing breaks, she started standing during every commercial. I was shocked at how much better I felt, she said. My legs don't ache anymore when I go to bed. The 6th solution is to practice safe bending and reaching. Instead of avoiding movements because they feel uncomfortable, practice them safely. For reaching, turn your whole body rather than twisting at the waist. Keep objects close to your chest. Use both hands for heavier items. Stand up before reaching for something high or far away. For bending, keep your knees slightly bent. Soft knees, not locked. Hinge at your hips rather than rounding your back. Hold onto something stable for balance if needed. Take your time there. No rush. Why this matters. Practicing these movements builds confidence and maintains your functional mobility. Your body remembers patterns. If you practice safe movement regularly, it becomes automatic. The 7th solution is to add short walking moments throughout your day. What it is. Brief, gentle walking sessions spread throughout the day. Not one long walk, but many small ones. Examples include walking to the mailbox, taking a lap around your home or yard, walking slowly during phone calls, gentle morning or evening strolls, and walking to different rooms to look out different windows. The science. Research from the Mayo Clinic shows that multiple short walks throughout the day provide similar cardiovascular and muscle benefits as one longer walk, and they're often more sustainable for seniors. Key benefit: these walks don't just help your legs, they improve mood, mental clarity, energy levels, and sleep quality. How to start? Baggy, and with just one extra short walk per day. Maybe after breakfast, walk to check the mailbox, or after lunch, walk around your home once. Build gradually. The 8th solution is to use reminders to build habits. Helpful cues include phone alarms or watch timers, TV commercial breaks, after finishing a chapter or article, every time you drink water, every time you check your phone, and when someone calls you, stand during the call. Why reminders work? They help transform conscious effort into automatic behavior. After a few weeks, these standing breaks become natural habits that don't require willpower. The 9th solution is to support your emotional well-being. Long periods of sitting can increase feelings of isolation, loneliness, or low mood. Movement helps, but so do other simple practices. Try listening to uplifting music while standing. Look outside the window for a minute. Practice gratitude. Think of 3 things you're thankful for. Do gentle breathing exercises. Make a short call or message to someone you care about. Open curtains to let in natural light. The connection, according to research from the National Institute of Mental Health, physical stillness and emotional low mood often reinforce each other. When you move your body, even a little, your mood often lifts. And when your mood lifts, you feel more motivated to move. The 10th solution is to make your home setup movement-friendly. Simple adjustments include keeping walking paths clear of clutter, ensuring good lighting to reduce fall risk, using non-slip mats in key areas. Keeping furniture stable with no wobbly chairs or tables, and creating a comfortable spot where you can stand and stretch. Why it matters? An environment that supports movement makes movement easier and safer. You're more likely to stand and move if the path is clear and well lit. The 11th solution is to break the long sitting chain in the morning. What it is, many seniors sit early. Why in the day, during breakfast, reading the newspaper, watching morning news, and the body remains in rest mode for hours? Better approach. Stand for 10 to 20 seconds after breakfast. Take a lie. Walk to open curtains or check the weather. Do a gentle neck or shoulder roll before sitting again. Walk to another room before settling down. Why this works? These small morning movements a more active tone for the entire day. Your body gets the message. Today, we move. Here's William's morning routine. William started his new morning routine this way. After breakfast, he'd stand at his kitchen window for 30 seconds, looking at his backyard. Then he'd walk slowly to his front door to check the weather. Just 2 minutes total. It sounds too simple, he said, but it changed everything. I feel more awake, more alive, more like myself. Remember, these aren't workouts. They're lifestyle supports. You're not training for a marathon. You're protecting your independence, mobility, and comfort, one small choice at a time. Try just one of these tomorrow morning and see how you feel. Then share your experience in the comments below. Your story might inspire some else to take their first step. Let me take you back to William's story because there's more. After that morning when his legs nearly gave out, William made a decision. He didn't want to become someone who needed help getting up. He didn't want to lose the ability to walk through his garden, drive to see his grandchildren, or stand at his workbench and build things with his hands, so he started small, just the 20 rule. Stand up every 30 minutes. That's it. At first, it felt awkward. He'd forget. He'd think, this is silly. I'm fine, but he kept at it. 3 weeks later, his wife noticed something. You're walking faster, she said. He hadn't noticed, but she was right. 6 weeks later, he realized he no longer needed to push off the arm rest to stand up. His legs just worked. 2 months later, William took his grandson on a hike, something he hadn't done in over a year. They walked for 45 minutes. He felt strong, steady, confident. I got my life back, he told me. Not by doing something huge, just by refusing to stay still. Here's the truth. You deserve to feel strong. You deserve to move with confidence. Why? You deserve to wake up in the morning and trust your body, and you don't need to overhaul your entire life to get there. You just need to interrupt the stillness. So here's your challenge. Not for a month, not for a week, just for tomorrow. Choose one small habit from today's video. Maybe it's the 20-20 rule. Maybe it's standing during one commercial break. Maybe it's a short walk after breakfast, just one. Try it tomorrow. Notice how you feel, and then come back here and tell us about it in the comments. If you're ready to feel stronger, move better, and CT your independence, hit that subscribe button right now. Because this channel exists for one reason, to give you the tools, the knowledge, and the encouragement to live your healthiest life after 60. You're not alone in this journey. We're here with you. Every single day, let me answer some of the most common questions I receive about sitting and senior health. Many people wonder, how long is long to sit at one time? Research suggests that sitting continuously for more than 45 to 60 minutes without standing begins to affect circulation, muscle activity, and joint stiffness, Charlie for adults over 60. However, everyone's body is different. A good general rule is this. If you feel stiff when you stand up, you've sat too long. Aim to stand for at least 20 to 30 seconds every 30 to 45 minutes, even brief standing breaks make a significant difference. A caution note: if you have mobility limitations or balance concerns, modify this guide line to what feels safe for you. Consult with your healthcare provider about the right movement frequency for your situation. Another common concern is about arthritis. People ask Have arthritis, won't standing more often make my pain worse? This is an understandable concern, but the opposite is often true. Prolonged sitting can actually increase joint stiffness and pain. While gentle movement helps keep joints lubricated and flexible, the key word is gentle. You're not doing squats or jumping, you're simply standing up for 20 to 30 seconds, maybe shifting your weight or taking a few slow steps. According to the Arthritis Foundation, light, regular movement is one of the most effective ways to manage arthritis symptoms in older adults. It eases blood flow to joints, reduces inflammation, and maintains range of motion. A caution note: if you have severe arthritis or recent joint injuries, talk to your doctor or physical therapist about safe movement patterns for your specific condition. Some standing positions or movements may need to be modified. Some people ask, what if I can't stand easily without help? You can You'll benefit from movement while seated. Try the seated exercises mentioned earlier: ankle circles, leg extensions, gentle knee lifts, and foot pumps. These movements improve circulation and muscle engagement without requiring standing. Additionally, if standing is difficult, it often improves with gentle, consistent practice. Many seniors find that as they do more seated leg exercise, standing becomes easier over time because their leg muscles grow stronger. A caution note: if standing is unsafe due to balance issues, dizziness, or weakness, always use support, a sturdy chair arm, walker, or cane. Better yet, ask your doctor for a referral to physical therapy. A physical therapist can assess your specific needs and create a safe strengthening plan. Another question is, can too much sitting really affect my brain and mood? Yes, research from Harvard Health shows that prolonged sitting reduces blood flow not just to your legs, but also to your brain. This can contribute to mental fog, fatigue, difficulty concentrating, and lower mood. Physical movement, even light movement, increases circulation to the brain, which improves mental clarity and emotional well-being. A 2023 study published in the Journal of Aging Research found that seniors who interrupted prolonged sitting with short movement breaks reported better mood, her energy levels, and improved cognitive function compared to those who remained seated for long periods. Finally, people often ask, I already go for a daily walk. Does that cancel out the effects of sitting? A daily walk is wonderful, and it absolutely benefits your health. However, research shows that one longer walk doesn't fully compensate for 8 to 10 hours of sitting through the rest of the day. Think of it this way: your body responds to patterns. If you walk for 30 minutes in the morning but then sit for 6 hours straight, your body still experiences those 6 hours of stillness. The solution isn't to walk more, it's to break up long sitting periods with brief standing or movement throughout the day. Both matter. Your daily walk strengthens your cardiovascular system and muscles. The standing breaks throughout the day keep your circulation active and prevent stiffness. Bottom line, keep your daily walk and add short sit breaks. Here's a quick reference guide you can save, print, or share with someone you care about. When you're sitting for 60 minutes or more continuously, this reduces circulation, weakens muscles, and stiffens joints. Instead, stand for 20 to 30 seconds every 30 to 45 minutes. This simple habit maintains muscle strength, improves circulation, and prevents stiffness if you're using soft, low chairs with no back support. These encourage rounded posture and strain your lower back. Replace them with a firm chair that has lumbar support and keep your feet flat on the floor. This protects your spine and supports healthy posture. When you twist suddenly while seated, you strain spinal discs and increase injury risk. Instead, turn your whole body together and stand. Before reaching for things, this reduces back strain and prevents disc injury. If you're sitting immediately after meals, this slows digestion and increases bloating and sluggishness. Try a light 5 to 10 minute walk after eating instead. This improves digestion and boosts energy. When you cross your legs for long periods, this restricts blood flow and causes numbness and swelling. Key: pee both feet flat on the floor or use a footrest. This promotes better circulation and reduces leg swelling. On marathon sitting days when you sit for hours on end, this compounds negative effects on metabolism and mobility. Break up long sitting. With short movement breaks, this protects long-term mobility and energy. When you ignore early warning signs like stiffness or weakness, you allow problems to worsen over time. Respond immediately. With gentle movement, this prevents serious mobility loss. Let me share a simple daily routine based on this information. In the morning, after break, fast, stand at a window for 30 seconds and look outside, then walk to another room before settling down. This sets an active tone for your day. At lunch, after eating, take a slow, gentle walk, even just around your home or yard. For 5 to 10 minutes, this supports digestion and prevents post-meal sluggishness. In the evening, while watching TV or reading, stand up during at least to commercial breaks or every 30 to 45 minutes. Hold on to something stable if needed. This keeps circulation active. As a bonus, practice one seated exercise, ankle circles, leg extensions, or foot pumps every hour. It takes just 30 seconds and makes a real difference in leg strength and circulation. Save this information, print it, put it on your refrigerator, or share it with someone who needs it. These simple habits protect your mobility, independence, and quality of life. The information in this video is based on research from trusted medical and scientific sources. These include Harvard T.H. Chan School of Public Health and their studies on sedentary behavior and cardiovascular health in older adults, the National Institute on Aging at the NIH provided research on muscle loss, balance, and healthy aging. The Mayo Clinic Healthy Aging Program gave us guidelines on movement breaks and circulation. The American Heart Association contributed research on prolonged sitting and heart health in seniors. The Journal of Applied Physiology from 2024 provided the study on standing breaks and muscle stiffness reduction. Cleveland Clinic Health Library offered resources on posture, joint health, and senior mobility. And the Arthritis Foundation provided evidence-based guidance on movement and arthritis management. These references are provided for educational purposes and to support the credibility of the information shared in this video. Now, before we wrap up, I want to remind you of something important. Everything we've shared today is for educational purposes to help you make informed choices about your health. I always encourage you to work with your doctor or healthcare provider before making any significant changes to your daily routine or movement habits. They know your personal health history best and can guide you on what's right for your specific situation, especially Alive if you have existing conditions like arthritis, heart disease, balance disorders, or recent injuries. Every person is unique, and what worked wonderfully for William and Dorothy might need small adjustments for you. Your health care team is your best partner in this journey toward stronger legs, better mobility, and greater independence. Take care of yourself, and I'll see you in the next video. If you found today's information helpful, please give this video a thumbs up and subscribe to Senior Health Facts for more trusted, science-based health guidance designed specifically for adults over 60. Our goal is simple: to help you stay confident, mobile, and independent, one small, manageable habit at a time. Thank you so much for being here. Thank you for caring about your health. And thank you for taking the time to learn something new today. Now go stand up, take a deep breath, and give your body the movement it day. See you in the next video. Take good care.